Hello guys, welcome back to a new video. Sorry I haven't posted in a little bit. I've been a bit busy with other stuff. But yeah, I'm back and I'm going to be showing the staff ghost that I've made for all the shell cups. So for those who haven't watched, I'm making beginner and expert staff ghost times. It's just you can challenge them I'll post the times in a spreadsheet in the description of the video. But yeah, you'll be able to view the times and you can try and see if you can beat those times. So firstly, I'm going to show you the beginner times and then I'll show you the expert times. This is for the shell cup. So I've already posted the video for the mushroom cup, the flower cup, the star cup, and the special cup. But yeah, this video is about the shell cup. So yeah, these 4 courses, as you can see. So the first course we're going to be looking at is Meadows, and we're going to be looking at the beginner staff ghost. So for the beginner staff ghost, I generally don't comment too much. I generally just let you watch it. I generally comment on the technique in the expert staff ghost. So yeah, I'm going to be fairly quiet for this section. But yeah, that's the run. It was as you can see, it was a very easy run. It's very doable to beat. And this, yeah, so yeah, I did not do much drifting, and I did not do much tricking. It was a pretty mediocre run. Yeah, that should be very easy to beat. It will be much more interesting when we come to the expert staff ghost starters, which will be later in this video. So now we're going. Oh, sorry, I forgot to talk about the time. Sorry about that. So yeah, my time, the time I got was 1 minute and 46 seconds and 630 milliseconds. My lap splits as shown on screen are 37.701 seconds, 35.442 seconds, and 33.487 seconds. I used Daisy on the standard bike with the slim wheels and a parachute, which is a decent build. It's not a really good build for this game, but no, it's a good build. Yeah, it's you could say it's a good build. It's not like an S tier build. Yeah, now I'm gonna look at GBA Mario Circuit. So so I used Baby Mario on the Tri-Speeder with the slick tires and the paper glider. My time was 1 minute and 46 seconds and 973 milliseconds, and my lap splits are 39.177 seconds, 35.325 seconds, and 32.471 seconds. Like before, I will be just showing you the race. I'll be commenting more on the expert staff ghosts. So yeah, stay tuned for that, which will be later in this video. Okay, yeah, let's continue. And there you have it. So this ghost, in my opinion, was a bit harder than the Meadows ghost, mainly due to I did the drifts a little bit better, and I did do I did do like a fairly decent shortcut. Like it's a pretty decent shortcut. Cuts off. It's one of the bigger shortcuts on this course, which was the cut through the tires like at the end of the lap. So yeah. But overall, it is still, it's not a super hard ghost to beat if you compare it to the, this is the normal staff ghost, this is what he got, just for comparison's sake. But yeah, mine's a bit worse, but obviously it's a beginner staff ghost, it's meant to be worse than the normal Nintendo ones. But yeah, we're gonna move on to Chichi Beach. So what we have here is we have a time of 2 minutes and 12 seconds and 688 milliseconds. This is with Koopa Trooper on the Blue Falcon with the off-road wheels and the Waddle Wing. And the time, like the lap splits are 46.842 seconds, 43.456 seconds, and 42.39 seconds. Okay, so now we're gonna view the ghost. Excuse me. And yeah, that's it. This one I took very unorthodox routes. Like this one was kind of fun to make for the beginner staff ghost because I got to go to like places that like in the course that I don't normally go to, which was actually pretty fun. Like seeing the different stuff that I don't normally see on the course, because I usually take a more like standard route, which is faster, but you don't really get to see everything on the course. Like, yeah, sometimes even like I remember like in a lot of particularly this game in Mario Kart, I like to just like fool around and go around and explore the scenery. It's actually really nice. In Deluxe, the scenery in this game is really good. But yeah, there is something I need to talk about for the upcoming software video that I'm in the process of making. It's a fairly big project this time around, because I have been working towards making my data more reliable for this video, for the content more reliable. So yeah, I'll talk about it during the Toad's Turnpike run. Yeah, sorry about that. It's just so I don't make the video too long. But yeah, I used Toad with the Circuit Special, the Slim Tires, and the Super Glider. And my total time was 2 minutes and 12 seconds and 252 milliseconds. My lap splits are 45.565 seconds, which, yeah, you notice the trend, like, the first lap is generally longer than the rest. For the beginner anyways. The second lap is 43.909 seconds, and the third lap is 42.778 seconds. But yeah, let's view the rest now. And also, let's talk about the upcoming software video I'm making. So, usually for the software videos, they usually, I usually can get them out, they usually aren't this late in making, but I have been working towards making my data really reliable, and because of that, it has been taking a while to actually, like, make all the data that I need, like, and when I say make, I mean estimate. So, yeah. So, I have actually started to, track different countries as well based off the official data that's given by other countries as well as Nintendo shipment figures. So I'm now tracking US and Japan. Japan is mostly based off the mixes figures, however I do estimate data outside the top 30 so I can give a more accurate total software scale. So, but it generally doesn't appear when I will show you the graph because I show up the top 30. So I'll show up the top 30 for all my data. For US, it's based off the MPD data. I will estimate like the total, and the rest is like and then that kind of gets split into the 4 or maybe 5 weeks that are in the month. And then for Europe, it's a bit more. Europe is the most complicated actually. So I'm actually tracking 5 countries within Europe, but like I'm estimating 5 countries. I obviously can't track every country in Europe. Not every country gives data out, and not every country has a significant impact. And also, it'd be too much work. But I have been trying to. I'm gonna track the 5 biggest countries in Europe, which is UK, which from my knowledge is based on what I've been looking at on different sources. Includes these are the countries I'll be tracking in Europe. UK. So it's the United Kingdom, which has its own chart, which displays the top 40. So, and they also give some interesting data like how much certain games decrease by, and the console splits. But yeah, UK I'm basing it off that data. Germany, I'll be basing. So I'm tracking Germany. Germany is like the US. It's on a monthly basis. So I'll be splitting it according to the monthly thing, and France is based off the top 5, and they also give top 3 for each console, so I do take that into consideration. However, for PC games, I do not include this goes for all of them. I do not include any games that were released prior to PC games that were released prior to July of 2021. That goes as well for Mac games, Windows games, and I'm also not tracking Stadia games released before the time as well. Mainly because I only started tracking those later on, and so I've only added them more recently. So I'm not tracking those ones like beforehand. So they might be a little less accurate for now, like the PC rankings, game rankings. But yeah, the console. I'm mostly focused on the consoles right now because they're the big ones. And also that I'm also tracking Italy. Sorry, I pronounced it Italy. Yeah, I'm tracking Italy, which actually has Italy has. So Italy, they have a top 10, which they tell which console the game it's for, and the game. Sorry. But yeah, but Italy has a top 10, And I track further, and as you know, I do track further though. I will track further for data's sake. And also, yeah, and I also tracked Spain. Spain, they actually give hard numbers for some of the data. And just keep in mind, for most data, I always round it to, depending on its size, either to the nearest 1,000 or 10,000, maybe even the nearest 100,000, or I will round it to the nearest 1,000. And for smaller data, like games that are not selling as much, I will round it to the nearest 100. But yeah, I don't give exact data because I don't want to really I don't really want to lie. I don't actually have access to exact data, so I can't just produce a random number. It's just, that would just make my data unreliable. I might estimate, so I just wanted to make it clear it's an estimates. But yeah, I do give exact numbers, however, for Japan, and for whatever hard numbers are given for Spain as well. They give exact numbers for some games. But yeah, those will be the countries I'm tracking. Now, I will add that up for Europe, and then I'll add an extra to compensate for other countries in Europe. Like, I'll estimate an extra number, like, extra that I'd add up on top of the addition. Also, for Japan, I will not be, I'll be combining the DLC versions, like the game plus the DLC versions, and the main versions. So the top 30 may vary slightly from what was shown in Famitsu's articles. But yeah, now I'm gonna show you the now we're gonna look at the expert ghost starters, the ones that are more interesting. But yeah, I used Daisy on the Comet with the Crimson Slim wheels and a plane glider, and the time I got was 1 minute and 35 seconds and 465 milliseconds. My lap splits are 31.849 seconds, 31.392 seconds, and 32.224 seconds. But yeah, let's do the ghost now. So this one, I wanted to try and challenge myself for this one. I tried to use an inside drift bike, which I'm not. I can do it I can use it in Mario Kart Wii, but it's very hard to use for me in 8 Deluxe. I don't really like it that much. Like a lot of people don't like it, but yeah, I don't like it. It's a bit hard to use, but yeah. So yeah, because of that, my lines aren't perfect. I still managed to do better than the standard ghost starter. But yeah, I do play very well here. I drift relatively tight, and I do build up mini turbos. But yeah, this is probably the best I could do anyways, for considering the type of bike I'm using. But yeah, it actually took me a while, like when I was first trying to get that last shortcut, like where you go, like, it's very easy in Wii, but like this shortcut, because I never knew that you had to hop. But yeah, I'm doing very similar things in lap 2 and lap 3. This turn was a bit too wide in my opinion. Probably could have made that little, yeah, less wide, yeah, but yeah. Yeah, I think, cause yeah, it's not too bad of a run. I think it can be beatable, especially if you use an outside drift vehicle. Or if you're a very good vintage. I made a mistake there. I ran to the grass, but I decided to keep the run because it's I really can't use inside drift bikes in this game, as you can see. But yeah, I think this one can be like one of the very easy extra ghost stars, because there are some extra ghost stars which are very easy to beat, and then there are some of the harder ones. But yeah, so you could classify this as an easier one. But yeah, this one was a nice challenge. It was a bit annoying from here to there because I kept making mistakes and mess up. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, now we're gonna look at Mario Circuit. So my time is 1 minute and 36 seconds and 144 milliseconds. And my vehicle is the B-Dasher with the ancient tires and the paraglider. My time is 1 minute and 36 seconds and 144 milliseconds, and my lap splits are 33.027 seconds, 31.552 seconds, and 31.565 seconds. Oh, oops, I pressed race against Ghost. I'm not racing, I'm viewing. Yeah. We'll just wait for this to load. Okay, so the 150cc ghost on this game was actually very easy to beat, so I did work on trying to make my run pretty decent. I wanted to make it pretty good. I'm not the best player. I'm not really the best player, but I can make a decent run, I think. But yeah, I do go after coins. Coins actually increase your speed, so yeah, try and get as many coins as you can. Obviously, like within like reason. And I did do this shortcut. You can do it without like just by hopping, but I don't really know how to do that. Right, and there's also one we can go for the glider, and you go over the wall. But I tried it several times. I wasn't able to get it, so I decided to settle with this shortcut. But yeah, I play very decently. This vehicle combo is actually kind of comfortable for me. I feel comfortable with this vehicle combo. But I do not main as this. I main with the biddy butt. I'm trying to. It's a bit hard to pronounce with me, anyways. Yeah. Sorry. But yeah, so I've been working hard on the software video just to finish off what I was saying. But yeah, I've been working hard on it, and I hope to release it soon. It's going to it is a pretty big project, and yeah, it's actually really fun for me to do. And yeah, I hope you guys will enjoy it, and I'd like to hear your thoughts on my data, like when it comes out, obviously. But yeah, that was a run. That was a pretty clean run. It wasn't too bad. There wasn't any obvious mistakes. Like there were minor mistakes, but there weren't any like brutal mistakes like in the Meadows, which had, you know, like on lap 3 the grass, Daisy ran into the grass. But yeah, now we're gonna look at whoops, Chichi Beach. So Chichi Beach is the south coast was easy. This run this run was made a little while ago for Chichi Beach. I've actually been able to, on my normal account, I use a different account for the Staff Ghost, but on my normal account I've been able to take this time down by a few seconds, but I decided to keep it relatively easy to beat. At 1 minute and 59 seconds and 488 milliseconds, I used the Streetle and Azure Rolls and the Helium Kite with the character Koopa Trooper. My lap splits were 41.014 seconds, 39.72 seconds, and 39.202 seconds. But yeah, I want to be the ghost now. Chibi Beach is actually it doesn't really seem like a special course, but the layout is really nice in this course, because of the amount of paths you could take and how subtly it's done. Like unlike Yoshi Valley, the paths you can take it's kind of like an open field. So the paths you take it's kind of like subtle. It's very subtle, and I'll show you here. So when you go, you can go in the water, you can go very tight. You can go like left of the land or right of the land, or you could take like a sharp turn in the water or on the other side. There's also ramps in the middle, so you get lots of options on where you want to go. It's lots of freedom on the beach section. This section not so much. There's a shortcut, a small shortcut here all the time. That's actually a pretty fun shortcut because it does lead into the ramps. Overall, my run is, I don't think it's a bad run. I haven't, so far I haven't made any, obvious mistakes. I do make some mistakes in the water, this section, like the way I move across the water. That was also a mistake. I hit the ramp on the side. I was lucky I did not just hit the side of the ramp. I managed to get one of my wheels on, which was enough to get a trick off of it. But yeah, I was very lucky, because if I was any more right, I would have had to restart the run. Because, yeah, I would have made up to get messed up. But yeah, this is a fairly, it's a clean run. It's not like it doesn't incorporate any, really hard techniques, but it doesn't really make any, other than maybe the water section where I make some minor mistakes, it's fairly clean. It's a pretty clean run. It's not like a it's kind of like what Nintendo Staff goes for too. It's not like a hard run where like it's like you do some extremely hard strategies, but it's not like a super easy run to beat either. Yeah. But yeah, now we're gonna look at the final time trial ghosts. So this course it is on is Toad's Turnpike. This one I kind of got a little bit creative with the vehicle combination. I took inspiration from this from the Expert Staff Ghost in Mario Kart Wii, which from my memory was the first course I ever unlocked. Expert Staff Ghost I ever unlocked. It was on Toad's Factory. And it used the Blue Falcon just like I used here, and it was I remember trying to verse against that ghost when I was younger, and it was I found it very hard. It's much easier to use when you use a bike, but if you use a cart, it is a nightmare. So I used to be a kart main. I didn't know about like bikes, and I used to just think inside drift bikes were just the worst bikes, like the worst vehicles in the game. That's what I actually thought. It was very weird, because now my opinion is completely reversed about it, once I learned how to use it. But yeah, my time is 1 minute and 53 seconds and 677 milliseconds, which is about a 15-second jump from the Nintendo Staff Ghost time. But yeah, my lap splits are 38.622 seconds, 37.26 seconds, and 37.795 seconds. And the other vehicles I used were the Sponge and the MKTV Parafoil. Parafoil, yeah. Let's read this run. So the main hard thing about the run in Mario Kart Wii on Toad's Factory was that they took such tight turns. Prior to that, I hadn't learned anything about taking tight turns. I just thought I didn't even know it made you went through the course faster. So I tried to incorporate like how they did it there, just like by taking really tight turns. And this was like what I wanted the main part of the run to be about, just taking really tight turns, going through narrow spaces. I wanted to be like kind of like inspired of like the Factory run. I did hit a car there, but I didn't bounce or anything, so I just kept going. I probably lost like it's a bit hard, really. I'm losing the small amount of time here and there, but I do make it up for, especially for people who can't go through the cars. It would be pretty difficult to beat this time, even if I don't hit anything. But yeah, this course it seems very simple, but it's also a very complicated course, and I'll explain. The layout is extremely simple. It's just a figure eight, and it's just subtle turns, and it would seem like a boring course, but the cars make it much more complex. It makes it actually a fairly complex course. It's kind of weird how they do it. It's like the cars just add this this difficulty. It's not like the one on the Nintendo 64, but like it adds enough difficulty where like it's easy to learn and hard to master. You can easily sweep for the cars, but it's actually pretty difficult to take the tightest lines with those cars in your way. Which is the interesting thing. That's what I find interesting, yeah. And I really like how they do it in Love the Mario games. They have it like easy to learn, hard to master. It just makes it like it makes it fun for everyone, no matter what their skill level is. Like someone could like barely know, like just pick up the game, never played it before, and have a fun time. Or someone who grinds it out for hours and hours can also have a really fun time. But yeah, that was the last run, and that is it for this video. I will try and get another video out soon. I'm still working on the software video. I don't think that will be out by next week or the week after. I don't think it'll be ready. I could be wrong, but yeah, I'm actually trying to make this very accurate. I'm really working on trying to make this accurate, so yeah, just wait on me. I will but yeah, yeah, that's it for this video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. There is a Discord for those who are interested. The link is in the description. And yeah, I hope you had fun watching my staff ghosts. And I hope you are excited for my new data that I'm going to release. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Or night, yeah, which is what time I'm recording, I don't know, but it's definitely night, yeah. But yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.